Okay, so this is why every single coach needs a DM setting system to scale their business. Most coaching businesses don't struggle because they lack leads. They struggle because they lack the system. If every new inquiry depends on you personally replying, qualifying, following up, booking calls, you've built a business around yourself. It's not a scalable sales process. Here are the 10 lessons that I'm going to give you right now. Every coach should understand about DM setting. So the first one is you're the bottleneck and you don't know it. When your business depends entirely on the personal involvement in every single conversation, your growth hits the ceiling fast. You're not running a scalable sales process. You're running a very exhausting one-person operation. Without a defined system, prospects receive inconsistent service. Some get replies, others get rushed. Many are forgotten entirely. The business that relies on memory instead of process will always struggle to grow beyond its founder. So without a system, every conversation starts from scratch. Results are inconsistent, growth stalls. With a system, every prospect gets a proven experience. Results are measurable, growth is scalable. A system replaces heroics, It lets your business run at a high standard with or without you in every single conversation. So, lesson one, not having a DM setter slows your growth. This is a simple fact. Without a defined process, every conversation starts from scratch. You waste a valuable time thinking about what to say instead of following a proven framework. Some prospects receive attentive service, while others receive rushed replies or are forgotten completely. A business that runs on memory rather than a system will always hit a ceiling. The moment you introduce a repeatable structure, a DM setting system, your capacity to grow expands dramatically because results no longer depend on how much energy you personally have on any given day. It just runs without you. Lesson two is that you're losing qualified buyers without realizing it. Most prospects don't buy because they weren't guided correctly. They simply stop hearing from you. Without a follow-up sequence, an objection handling process, and a clear step-by-step to take them to next, interested leads quickly disappear. The money isn't in getting more leads, it's converting the ones you already have. A structured DM system ensures no qualified buyer slips through the cracks. Every lead is followed up, nurtured, and given a clear path to a sales conversion. So where leads are disappearing, there's no follow-up after the reply, objections left unaddressed, no clear call to action or next step, conversations forgotten entirely. Okay, so the next lesson is lesson 3. Your revenue becomes unpredictable. Predictable appointments. Okay, a consistent DM process fills your calendar with qualified calls week in, week out, regardless of how busy you are or how busy you feel. Predictable sales. When prospects are properly qualified and nurtured, sales conversations convert at a far higher and more consistent rate. Predictable revenue. Consistent inputs produce consistent outputs. A structured system turns feast or famine cycles into steady, reliable income. When every conversation is handled differently, your results become different too. Some weeks you close multiple clients with ease. Other weeks you wonder where everyone went. That's because you don't have a predictable system. So, a proven conversion framework. Every prospect should move through the sales journey in the same way. From the first message to the book call, a defined framework removes the guesswork and makes your results measurable and improvable over time. Number 1, build rapport. Open naturally and establish genuine connection before pitching anything. You don't want to pitch anything. Your goal is to help people. Number 2 is discover goals. Understand what they're trying to achieve and why it matters. This is the most important thing that sets the tone for the rest of the conversation. Number 3 is to identify their pain. Surface the real challenges and frustrations keeping them stuck where they are. Number 4 is to qualify. I want to put emphasis on disqualification because you need to try to disqualify people. I know this is a qualifying process, but you need to try and disqualify people because the more you try to qualify them, the more you're going to just confirmation bias yourself through the conversation. You're just going to look for reasons as to why they could be a good fit. You need to try and mark them off as a bad as a bad lead, a bad prospect. And if they still stand after you've given them the harshest of questions, not literally harsh, but the most stringent disqualifying process. If they still stand after that, you know they're a good lead. Number 5, handle objections. Address hesitations with empathy and clarity before booking the call. Number 6 is to book the call. Secure the appointment with clear, confident, easy, next single step. It doesn't want to be complicated. It just needs to be simple. It doesn't need to be a pitch of 3 paragraphs. It just needs to be one simple message. Maybe you say something like, DMing back and forth is very time consuming. I know I know you're very busy. I'm very busy. Something like that. I'm doing strategy sessions where I'm going to walk you through how to do 1, 2, and 3. If you want, we can take out 20 minutes and I can walk you through how to do it. If we're a good fit, we can work together. If not, you've still gained some guidance on what to do next. How does that sound? If you say something like that to 10 people, at least 7 or 8 of them are going to say yes. So qualify harder, document everything. Create qualification standards. Not everyone who messages you is an ideal client. Establish clear criteria before booking any call. Know exactly who you're looking for, their current situation, desired outcome, level of commitment, timeline, and ability to invest. This prevents wasting hours on people who are never going to become clients. We want to understand who our ideal client is, and not just in a figurative sense or like just a fantasy kind of sense, like literally on paper. Document everything. Your DM process must exist outside of your head. Write your scripts down, create response templates, build follow-up sequences, and record objection responses, all in one centralized place. Once documented, your process becomes trainable, repeatable, and scalable, ready to hand off to a setter or a VA whenever you're ready to grow. So, lesson 7 and 8, measure every stage, optimize relentlessly. Track your funnel metrics. What gets measured, you can improve. When you know exactly where your prospects drop off, you know precisely where to fix instead of guessing where. Inbound DMs received, calls booked and show up rate, response and qualification, close rate per setter. So you want to look at those details. This is just a light version, but you want to look at the every space in between. So I would even go as far as to saying every message you send is a stage. And if they fall off after a certain message, you can analyze why they fall off after that certain message. So I would say every message you send is a stage in the funnel. So optimize your messaging constantly. Small improvements in messaging create massive gains in results. The highest performing DM setters don't rely on natural talent. They rely on continuous optimization backed by real data. Test different opening messages and hooks. Refine qualification questions over time. Adjust follow-up timing and frequency. Sharpen objection handling responses. Okay. Next is to automate smartly, build for freedom. Use automation without personalization. Automation should not remove repetitive Automation should remove repetitive admin, not replace genuine relationships. Use it for instant first responses, lead routing, appointment reminders, follow-up sequences. Keep discovery, qualification, and relationship building personal with a human. The goal is faster conversations, not robotic ones. Build a business that doesn't depend on you. The ultimate goal of a DM setting system isn't just booking more calls, it's creating a business that can scale without you in every single conversation. A documented system allows VAs, appointment setters, or a full sales team to generate opportunities using the same proven process. More appointments, better client experience, and more freedom for you. So if you want to start, where can you start? Start today. Document your current conversation process. Even if it's imperfect, a written process can improve. It's worth more than a perfect process that only exists in your head. Get a proven system. If you want a DM setting system built specifically for coaches, visit apexsetting.com, my business, and learn how to turn conversations into booked appointments consistently. We can do that for you. We can source an appointment setter for you. We interview them, we can hire them, we can train them for you, and we can manage them for you every single day. A documented, measurable, optimized DM process is the foundation of a coaching business that grows predictably, sustainably, and without depending entirely on you. This is the most important part of your business. And if you want to grow, this is what you need to do. You need to apply a DM setting system.